think overall our team, they wrestled well. I think Lehigh's, they're a well-coached team, and and they're solid all the way up their lineup. But I think it just looked like the first match of the year. A little flat, and we need to get a little more fire while we're out there and just sharpen our sticks a little bit. But that's to be expected.
Cael, what were your thoughts on Ed's match, number 3 guy right there? I mean, 2 guys that probably figured to be in it for the long haul in terms of the NCAA tournament and that kind of stuff this year. What were your thoughts on the way he wrestled?
I think he started out incredible. He just I think he's so good. He can get a little sloppy there, and he got a little sloppy, and can't be sloppy with a guy like Robert Hamlin. He's going to make you pay for it because he's very tough, and he's just good at in all positions, and he's in great shape. So you've got to wrestle and continue to be sharp throughout the match. But yeah, I mean that could very easily be the national finals match. They both obviously have to earn that, but and the first for Ed, that being his first match in a long time, I think he did a lot of nice things.
What did you see from Jordan Conway in his first match?
Well, I think Jordan wrestled well. He found a way to win, and that it's you want to build. It's a lot easier to build confidence off success. So that's great. And I think he's got to figure things out a little bit. He's not the biggest 33-pounder, but he's very skilled, and he has excellent conditioning. So he's just got to figure out how to put those things together and find a way to score points. And I mean, he did at the end there, but I think he's a kid that we'll see improve throughout the year.
What's your plan for 33 and heavyweight?
Well, we're not in a rush there. I mean, I'm not, as a staff, we don't like to keep rotating kids back and forth, but we also want to make sure our kids have a fair chance, to make the team there. So, we felt like Gingrich earned the opportunity to wrestle tonight by going and winning a tournament last weekend, and we'll wrestle Lawson on Sunday. And right now, Conaway and Nate Morgan are. We're going to switch them this weekend too, just to give Nate Morgan a chance.
Cael, was there any thought to put Lawson on DeLea tonight based on what he had seen him in high school, or was Gingrich the guy tonight based on the fact that you guys were at home and his hometown's right down the road? Did that have any?
Yeah, I mean he's been in the program for longer, and I think the home match is the more prestigious opportunity, so we wanted to give him that because we felt like he earned it.
You have one redshirt?
Right now, that's the plan.
With English replacing Allen, Jordan coming up through the room to win the spot, what's that say about the depth of your team in the room, and how you have the kids end up getting a good shot?
Well, we want kids that want to be the best, and all we can do is provide an opportunity for them, regardless of who they are, whether they're blue chip recruit coming out of high school or just a kid that wants to be a national champion that maybe hasn't quite gotten to that level yet. And we have both in our program, and I think that was great. James English, stepped out there and beat a ranked wrestler and did a great job. And that's not the first time he's done that, and probably won't be the last. So we're happy with that. You always want more depth. That's what makes the guys tough. It's the more competition in the room, the more uncomfortable they are with their starting spots, and unless they're a national champion type of a guy, it's good for everybody.
What does a guy like English mean to you and to this team? I mean, based on some of the stuff that he's been through throughout his career, he missed all last season, and then he comes out and he beats a nationally ranked guy. When there were probably a lot of fans here that wanted to see Andrew, that they're anticipating that lineup, and then English comes out. I mean, what has he kind of meant to you guys?
Well, attitude's everything, and English has a great attitude. He has. From day one, whether he's hurt or whether he gets an opportunity to go out there and wrestle, I mean, he's smiling and he wants to be there, and that attitude's contagious. His work ethic is contagious. You know, he's always wanting to do more, even though with injuries you kind of need to make sure they're doing less, just so you know, they don't wear themselves down and become more vulnerable to injury. But so you know, that's a guy you have to hold back. And the more guys you can have with that attitude, that you can just see he likes being at practice. He wants to get better every, you know, I'll say every day, but seems like every day he wants to work with the coach after practice. And that's the kind of attitude that championship programs are built around. So, you know, I mean, he brings a lot to the table.
Just chance we see him again against West Virginia?
Oh yeah, he'll be wrestling on Sunday too. I mean, that's the plan as of right now.
Just another English question. For us that don't get to see him as much, you know, maybe once a week in the room and, you know, going back a couple years, does this win tonight surprise you? I mean, did you know he was capable of that, and if so, why? What about his talent or the way he wrestles just stands out to you?
Well, he's a great wrestler. I mean, he's got he's a great scrambler. He's got great speed, as you saw today, and he's tough. You put those things together, and he works hard. And you got a kid that's in every match. So I don't think anybody that's followed him would be surprised that he got a win. I mean, I didn't look like him as the underdog. I mean, he's experienced. He has a lot of big wins throughout his career. And yeah, he just missed the whole year because of an injury. And to come back and wrestle after that, I mean, you never know unless you know the kid. So and when he's tough, he knows what he wants. He wants to. And you can just see in his eyes, he wants to be out there. He loves it. And, you know, he's sparkling. I just, when I picture his face, I just kind of see a little smirk, like he's just happy to, you know, he's happy to be here, and that's it makes me smile. So.
Kelly, are you guys leaving tomorrow afternoon? What are your travel plans like for?
Yeah, we leave around noon and get up there in time to get a workout in their room, and I think we wrestle 2 o'clock on Sunday.
What stands out to you about their lineup? Have you got a chance to maybe see them? I know you had them last year. Not sure how much different they are.
Yeah, they're pretty solid in the lower weights, and you know, our guys are gonna have to wrestle. I mean, they always have you know, a lot of talent, and so you've got to wrestle your match, and just like any other big school, you know, any school in this part of the country is gonna have a lot of talent because there's a lot of talent around here. So we've got to be ready to wrestle.
Cael, I wanted to ask you about Matt Brown. You must be happy to be able to wrestle at 74.
Yeah, wrestling his own weight, I guess, for a change is nice. And I mean, he's just you know, they're saying he's ranked 4th, and that's his first. Well, I mean, he's wrestled a few fill-in matches, but you know, that's just pretty much out of respect. I guess he has some wins from the scuffle, but it just kind of gives you an idea how people feel about him and the reputation he's built for himself already, and that. You know, that's as important as anything. So, but I was real happy for him. You know, he got a chance to go out there and wrestle. It wasn't easy having a guy like that, who you think has a legit chance to challenge for a national championship, to not be in your lineup.
First time I think you've wrestled in a duel in Rec Hall since November 2010. So based on kind of what you've been through to get that award at the end and to beat that ranked kid, how does that feel to you?
It felt really good. I was a little nervous at first, but I think that's just a good thing. You know, it's good to be nervous and have that opportunity to go out there and just battle and get the win. I'm just really grateful that I can be back in wrestling, and I'm excited for this year.
You're a 5th-year senior. You've been around the program, so obviously you know what that environment's all about. Were there any nerves for you today before that match at all? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there before, but you know, I think there's always a little bit of nerves getting out there in front of 6,000 to 7,000 people. So, and it just had been a long time. Like you said, I think it's like 2 years since I wrestled in Rec Hall. So, but like I said, I just embraced it kind of and just used that as like a motivator to just go out there, and I was ready to go. So.
Jordan, you get your first win here in a duel against Lake. I know a guy you're pretty familiar with, you know, from right down the road from one another. Now you guys were different weights, obviously, in high school, but I mean, did you guys work out at all together? What's your history like with Lake?
Well, we wrestled in elementary. I mean, that's the only time we really competed against each other. But practice-wise, we did some freestyle in the off-season once we were in high school. But other than that, we really didn't work out other than freestyle, but we did some. So.
What was it like to get out there today, Jordan, for the first time wrestling in front of a ball?
It was crazy. I mean, with all the fans, everything, sold out crowd. Just it was awesome. I was grateful to actually get the opportunity to, step out there in a Penn State singlet and, just wrestle in that environment.
You did you and Lake catch up at all after the match? Did you talk to him at all afterwards?
No, didn't get a chance to.
Talk about that takedown at the end. What happened there?
I believe I shot a single, and I was trying to finish. I knew there was short time, so I just kind of desperation kind of came up and stepped over his hips, and got a leg in. So I mean, I don't know how technical it was, but I was just kind of trying to get something, and that's what happened.
It finally reared its ugly head. You have a chance now, and how hungry you are, and how much do you want to prove yourself in this season?
I guess there's a little bit of that, trying to prove myself. I want to make a name for myself. I don't think, I haven't done anything yet, so this season's the first chance I got. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you feel like you did a little bit of that last year, though, Matt? With you beat a couple guys that were 97-pounders. You were kind of in and out of the lineup at a couple of different ways. Do you feel like maybe you maybe laid the groundwork for that last year at all, or?
To a certain extent, but I mean, I got some experience, but I really, I didn't accomplish my goals. I wasn't All-American. I wasn't a national champ. So this year, I'm grateful for the chance. I get to go out and wrestle, at my weight at 174.
How much are those guys pushing you? I mean, you're right in the middle there with some studs, and obviously you're going to fit in just perfectly. But how much are those guys motivating you right now? When you're seeing these guys walk out, those 3 guys win national championships, how much is that actually pulling you along?
It kind of gives me hope, I can hang with those guys, and if they were on the podium, why can't I? And so I'm happy, that I can go hard with those guys and compete with all of them.